Decided to make a video today about vintage Star Wars cardbacks, which are an inexpensive and fun way to collect the vintage packaging that the action figures came in. There's all kinds of different variations on these, and so they're it's a neat historical way to look at the old toys. This is probably the oldest one I have, which is an R2-D2 from back before we even had photos of the toys on the back. We have these illustrations of our first 12 with some advertisements for like the Land Speeder, the X-Wing, and TIE Fighter. Of course, on the Action Collector stand. Now right here is where they cut out the proof of purchase, which you could save and send those away for various items, as you'll see as we go on here. Next is the Death Squad Commander, who I believe definitely has had his name changed if they're ever going to re-release this figure to Death Star Commander. You turn him around and we see also the proof of purchase. The entire corner was cut off, and it's the same as the R2-D2 with just the illustrations of the first 12 action figures. The next one I have is C-3PO, bought at Target many years ago. As you can see, also, his proof of purchase was cut out. It's interesting on the back here, it's all been ripped off, but it does advise you that 3PO's joints are stiff and asks you to be a little careful with him, which is kind of interesting. This is a 20 back, and that we have here our first 12 action figures, actually photographed at this point, with the 8 new figures coming soon on top. And then down here at the bottom we also have the first collector's case, Patrol Dewback, a couple playsets, Land of the Jawas, Creature Cantina, and Droid Factory. And actually I have everything down here, and I have everything up here. So yeah, actually I have everything listed on the back of this card. So that's kind of cool. Now next we have something a little different, which is a Luke X-Wing, one of the first 20, but with this free Boba Fett offer. So this person obviously took advantage of the cutting out the points. And you see here we have the first 12, the 8 new figures, a couple playsets described, and Boba Fett. Now here they're showing him with the rocket firing backpack, which was never released due to a choking death on a Battlestar Galactica toy around that same time. So you'll see a little later on what Kenner decided to do. They still printed these cardbacks and sent them out. In fact, I'll show you on the Death Star droid here what they did. This is the exact same with the free Boba Fett offer. 12, the new 8, but this. So Kenner put these black stickers on top of the rocket firing feature so that you wouldn't expect to get one of those. And so here, yet again, we have the free Boba Fett offer for purchase cutouts. This is a newer one though, because the offer was extended until March 31st, 1980. And over, I believe that's a sticker there, over the illustration we have a much better option here. We have the description of Boba Fett, fearsome interplanetary bounty hunter, threat to the Rebel Alliance, especially Han Solo's, a little foreshadowing there. A new character in Star Wars sequel, who was also in the holiday special, but they don't want you to remember that. This Chewbacca is one of my favorites because, you know, it's an original Chewbacca card, but the people who, and we have, the sticker was removed, so there's the rocket firing Boba Fett, and it's exactly the same, but for whatever reason, the people who'd sent away for their Boba Fett, I mean, the address is right here, but they felt the need to write the address for here for some reason. So really not sure about that. Another Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot. Now this is the first 21, so in this case, you know, we still have the 5 playsets and vehicles, or creature, sold down here. Have our original 12, but Boba Fett has been officially added to the back, so this is the first of the 21 backs. And the last is good old Snaggletooth here, who is also a 21 back, just like the Luke we had just seen, proof of purchase cut out. The interesting part about this is that this photo is actually from the Star Wars Holiday Special. The whole infamous blue and red Snaggletooth came when the designers at Kenner received just pretty much a headshot for this figure, and they made him the same size as the others in a blue spacesuit with go-go boots. That figure was just released into the Sears Cantina playset. When they redesigned him, they were sent the photo, this cover photo. Actually, it wasn't from the movie, though. It was from the Holiday Special. So, Snaggletooth, or Zutton as he is called today, this guy really wasn't even in 1977 Star Wars. So, anyway, that is it for today. We have some Empire Strikes Back, some Return of the Jedi cards to go through. Like I said, these are interesting to look at for me, and just a cheap way to collect some nostalgia. So, Grogu and I thank you for watching.